Today's recipe is roast chicken thighs and sausage. In one baking dish or casserole pan is going to go 5 pounds of chicken thighs and 3 pounds of sausage. Just as long as it's pork sausage, I do believe that's best, hot or sweet, really doesn't matter. Now to start with, you're going to want to take one bowl and one freezer bag. Take that freezer bag, put it inside the bowl, open it up around the edges of the bowl. That's going to be for your chicken skin. You're going to take your chicken thighs, you're going to trim off the edges of the chicken skin. That's going to flop underneath the chicken. You don't need that in there, and it's kind of necessary for me because the ShopRite I shop at, they're known for selling chicken thighs with feathered edges. So, yeah, not good. So, chicken skin, the extra chicken skin goes into the bag that's in the bowl. Lay that flat, push the air out, put that in the freezer for later. You're going to save that so you can render the fat out of the chicken skin later on at another date when you've saved up enough bags to make it worth it to do so. Now you're going to take all of the chicken thighs and lay them flat with the skin side down. You want to start off laying the chicken skin side down because you're going to spice and season both sides. This way, when you flip them back up to cook them with the skin up top, you don't have that extra step of washing your hands again between touching your spices and everything. Just makes things a little bit easier. Now your dry seasoning that's going to go on the chicken is sea salt, black pepper, crushed red pepper, turmeric, curry powder, paprika, smoked paprika. Do that on both sides. The next step is you're going to add the sausage. Now the sausage is going to go in one link, one thigh, one link, one thigh in between each other. And you do not need to spice or season your sausage at all, whether it's hot or sweet. It should already be done good enough. Now what I do, and you don't have to do this depending on how you feel about leaving meat out for a while, the food safety issue, is I leave the chicken and sausage sit out for about an hour to come up closer to room temperature. That way when I put it in the oven, I'm pretty much assured that it's going to cook the chicken through to the bone. So take your chicken and sausage, put it in a 375 degree oven for 55 minutes. Now the next step is very important. You want to be right on top of this. Take the container that you're going to put your leftovers in, if you're going to have any leftovers, and take all the chicken and sausage out carefully. Don't burn yourself. It's going to be hot. Then you take your casserole pan and you take all the juice and fat that's in there, and you're going to want to save that into another container or pot for the time being, just to let it cool down. Now, this liquid gold can stay in your refrigerator for, in my experience, longer than I would care to admit, because it's heavily salted and it's extremely well flavored. But you also can take it and put it in a freezer bag after it's cooled down, and then you can use that for recipes in the future. And I think that's about it. I was wrong. No, that's not about it. I forgot the tomatoes. For tomatoes, you're going to take plum tomatoes. You're going to slice them in half, then in quarters. And then you're going to want to take your tomato wedges now and put them also in between the chicken and the sausage. And then you're going to roast the tomatoes on top of the chicken and sausage. No need to salt or spice them in any way. You get a beautiful contrast in flavors. Now that's it.